And where were you born?
Down at Lake Weddington. I think it's a church now that's down there at Lake Weddington. Like you go from Prairie Grove and turn, there's a church there, that was school. And we were born right out in the field there, all four of us kids.
So who were your parents?
Russell and Eula Tate.
Okay, and who were your brothers and sisters?
I had three brothers, Max Tate, L.D. Tate, and Homer Tate. We lived down there till they started Lake Weddington, and then we moved to Farmington, and then we moved on to Walnut Grove.
Okay.
Dad just worked on the farm. We lived on the Bogart farm out there at Walnut Grove. Dad worked for him.
Okay. What kind of farming did he do?
Strawberries, raised corn, tomatoes, and everything. Well, would you believe that I jumped out the upstairs window in my sleep? And I'm still alive.
How old were you when you did that?
I think I might have been about 13. We picked strawberries, an awful lot. Where'd I say we was born? Down at Lake Weddington. I went there 3 years. And then we went to Farmington a couple of years, I believe. And then we moved to Walnut Grove, and then I come to Prairie Grove. Went to school at Walnut Grove, and then come on to Prairie Grove for 9th grade on. We lived in the funeral home 3 years down there, when Homer and Bola lived there. And then we moved up on Summit Street, and Pauline and Vincent Bell lived across the street from us 41 years. Yeah, we lived in the funeral home, I guess, from maybe 50 to 53. And then we moved up there and lived there 41 years. I guess whatever you bought downtown, you got a ticket. And then you put the ticket in, and I remember Mother getting $20. They picked our tickets, you know, and I remember them doing that. Yeah. Well, Mom and Dad had to come and buy stuff. And then we come in to go to the show for 10 cents. The Parks boys had it there right on the main street. Well, the Southern Mercantile, I remember Mama getting the groceries there all the time. Well, I remember we come in the wagon in 49, August of 49, and we come over at Prairie Grove and got an apartment and stayed there a little while, and then moved to the funeral home and stayed 3 years. And then we moved a house in and fixed it up and lived there 41 years. Well, it come from out there at where Joyce Cunningham lives now. It was across the street from her. I can't think of the people's name, but I did know. But that's where it come from. And we moved it in and fixed it up and moved in it and lived there 41 years. Just got one.
Okay.
We was married 10 years before she come along. And Elaine Clayton.
Do you remember, what about the Battlefield Park when you first moved here? What was it like then?
Well, it wasn't as big. You know, it was just right there, and you know, all of it's. And we used to have ride the Ferris wheel up there. I remember riding that. Well, it was right there somewhere close in the, I guess right in the middle of that, really, best I can remember, at the gas company in Fayetteville. Well, he was working there when we married, and he worked there 41 years. Well, this main road was gravel. I remember when that bridge was built out there, the big one now.
Illinois River Bridge?
Mm-hmm. I believe it was 38.